God says, I saw your future, and I could not stop crying. I was not allowed to tell you until now. You have 16 seconds left. Open this message immediately. What I saw broke my heart, not because you are hopeless, but because I know how much pain you have carried silently, how many nights you've laid awake, and how many times you've tried to stay strong when your soul was tired. I saw your tears, even the ones you wiped away quickly so no one else could notice. I saw the moment you almost gave up, the weight that was too heavy, and the fear that gripped you so tightly it nearly stole your breath. I saw the loneliness you could not explain, the ache you carried in places you couldn't even describe. I saw all of it, and I wept, because I know what you are going through, and I know what is waiting ahead if you don't listen now. Comment Amen right now if your spirit feels this. Let heaven see your agreement. This is not a message of fear, but a warning given with love and urgency. What I saw was not a punishment. It was a turning point. There is a battle in front of you that is not meant to break you, but to awaken what I have placed deep inside you from the beginning. My tears were not of despair, but of the ache only a loving father feels when his child walks unaware of what is chasing them and what has been assigned to distract, delay, or destroy them. I was not allowed to speak until now because your heart had to be ready, and now, finally, you are. This is your moment. Your spirit has been stirred. You feel the shift in the air. Something inside you knows this is not just another ordinary message. This is me speaking directly to your heart. Please take a moment and like this video if you're still here. Someone else may need to see this and find hope again because of you. When I saw your future, I saw both the pain and the glory. I saw how the enemy had carefully placed traps along your path. I saw the betrayals that would wound you, the voices that would lie to you, and the shame that would try to silence your worth. I saw how your own thoughts would sometimes turn against you, making you believe you are not enough, not seen, not loved. But I also saw something the enemy did not expect. I saw the fire I placed inside you. I saw the moments you would rise even when everything told you to fall. I saw the strength I gave you, the same strength that carried my son through the cross, now living inside your spirit. I saw how even in your lowest valley, you still called my name. I saw how you kept praying when the answers seemed far. I saw how you kept walking even when you were limping in your soul. I saw every choice you made to keep holding on, even when it felt like I was silent. And that's why I cried. Because you don't even realize how far you've come. You don't see the angels I sent to protect you when you should have been destroyed. You don't know how many accidents I stopped. You don't know how many times the enemy tried to end your life in secret ways, in unseen places, and I stood between you and the attack. You are still here because I have called you. You are chosen. You are not forgotten. You are covered by my hand. My presence has never left you, not even for a second. Even in your silence, I was near. Even in your pain, I was holding your heart. Even in your doubt, I was speaking gently to your spirit. Now listen to me carefully. The reason I cried when I saw your future is because I saw what you were about to walk away from. I saw how close you were to your breakthrough and didn't even know it. I saw the miracle that was inches away while you were planning to let go. I saw the promise I made to you, ready to be fulfilled, while you were questioning if I even heard you anymore. I saw the next door that would change your life, waiting to open, while you stood frozen in fear thinking there was nothing left for you. I saw the healing prepared for you, the favor surrounding you, the joy rising for you, and the victory already written in your name, all while you were planning to settle for less. Comment 1111 if your spirit knows you are stepping into your promised moment. This is why I had to come to you now, not a second later. You have 16 seconds left, not to panic, but to choose. Will you trust me again? Will you open your heart one more time? Will you believe that what I said still stands? because I have never lied to you. I have never abandoned you. I have never left you in the dark without carrying you through it. My love has been the constant, steady flame in every storm you have walked through. I have carried you when you did not even know you were being held. What I need you to hear now more than anything is this: the fight ahead is not greater than the hand holding you. The fire you are stepping into is not stronger than the God walking with you. The mountain in front of you is not higher than the grace I've wrapped around you. The pain you are feeling now is not permanent. The night will not last forever. The enemy does not get the final word. Your life is not over. Your story is not done. What you feel now is not where it ends. This is the beginning of something I have prepared before time even began. You have cried for so long, thinking no one saw you. But I saw every tear, and I have bottled each one. You have been stretched and pressed, but not crushed. You have been confused, but never forsaken. You have been struck down, but not destroyed. There is oil coming from this crushing. There is purpose being born in this pain. There is glory waiting on the other side of this battle. My child, if you knew what I placed ahead of you, you would not fear this moment. You would walk with boldness. You would lift your head and run toward me. Because nothing that stands against you can stop what I have ordained for you. Is it time you unlock the same CIA secret brain ritual changing lives in seconds? A new leak has revealed a powerful 7-second technique developed under CIA-funded research and backed by neuroscience. It's helping people magnetize wealth like never before. From debt to luxury faster than anyone believed, but this miracle won't stay public for long. Click the link in the description and comments now before it's deleted forever. You are not fighting alone. You are not walking blind. You are not too late. You are not too broken. You are not unworthy. You are not unloved. You are mine. And that means my strength is your strength, my peace is your peace, and my victory is your victory. There is a divine shift happening around you right now, and I need you to hold on. Keep pressing forward. Keep trusting. Keep listening. Because what is coming is more than you asked for. What I am doing is bigger than you imagined. What I have planned for you will redeem every tear, every loss, every delay, and every season you thought was wasted. There is a holy stirring in your spirit right now because this is your word. This is your moment. Stay with me. Do not turn away. The next part of this will reveal what I've been waiting to show you all along. You were never forgotten. You were never alone. The same God who saw your pain is the God who has prepared your promise. The delay was not denial. The silence was not abandonment. The storm was not meant to drown you. The fire was not there to destroy you. Every bit of resistance was shaping you. Every tear was watering the seeds I planted in your life before you were even born. You are not here by accident. You are not broken beyond repair. You are not forgotten or ignored. You are being refined, molded, purified, and made ready for what only I can give. I am not a God who teases his children with hope and leaves them empty. I am not a father who turns his face from the cries of the weary. I am not a king who forgets the covenant made in love. I am God, and I am still writing your story with mercy in every line. Comment 222. If your heart still believes in divine timing, even when it hurts. The enemy tried to wear you out. He tried to distract you with comparison, drain you with disappointment, and bury you in shame. He used people who never saw your worth to make you question your value. He whispered lies in the quiet of your darkest nights, hoping you would agree with them. But every time he thought he had you, my spirit rose inside you like a fire, and you stood up again. You didn't even know how much heaven celebrated every moment you chose faith over fear, hope over despair, prayer over panic. That was me holding you together. That was my hand lifting your face. That was my voice calming your storms even when you couldn't hear me clearly. You wonder why you feel so different lately. It is because my hand is upon you in a new way. There is a fresh anointing that is rising within your spirit even now. You may feel weak, but something deep within you is being renewed. The chains that kept you bound in the last season are breaking without you even noticing. The thoughts that tormented you are beginning to fade into silence. The confusion is lifting because I am bringing clarity. You are being prepared for something greater than anything you've seen before. The future I saw for you was painful to witness, not because you were lost, but because you almost missed it, and that is why I had to speak now. Your heart needs to know this. You were born for more than just survival. You were made to thrive in my presence. You were designed to walk in purpose. You were created to carry light in places others fear to enter. You have a calling on your life that cannot be erased by failure, delayed by mistakes, or stolen by the hands of others. I have written your destiny with grace as the ink and eternity as the paper. The future I saw is still waiting, and it is still yours. But you must not give up now. You must not walk away now. You must not turn around when the door is just about to open. There are people who will rise because you chose not to give up. There are lives waiting to be touched by the words I've placed in your heart. There are chains that will break the moment you say yes to me completely. There are prayers that will be answered through your obedience. There is favor that will cover you like a shield when you step fully into what I have prepared. You do not see all that I see, but I promise you, if you could look into the heavens and see what is moving on your behalf, you would never doubt again. Angels have been dispatched. Doors are unlocking. Provision is being sent. Healing is flowing. Restoration is forming. Miracles are aligning. It is all happening now. There is a weight to this moment that your soul can feel. That weight is not fear. It is glory. That tension you feel is not anxiety. It is the stretching of your faith. I am pulling you higher, drawing you deeper, calling you closer, not to burden you, but to bless you. Not to confuse you, but to crown you. You have carried so much pain, and now I am exchanging it for purpose. You have walked through fire, and now you will walk in favor. You have cried in the dark, and now you will dance in the light of my goodness. Every attack you survived was proof that you are protected. Every lie you overcame is proof that you are chosen. Every door that closed was not rejection, it was redirection. I never allowed what would have destroyed you to stay. You thought it was punishment, but it was protection. You thought it was abandonment, but it was alignment. You were not forgotten. You were hidden, so that the enemy could not touch what was sacred. I covered you when you didn't even know you were in danger. Do you know why everyone's whispering about this 7-second CIA ritual? A brainwave ritual leaked from the CIA is changing lives across the globe. Proven by neuroscience, this 7-second method helps regular people attract money, freedom, and luxury. If you're seeing this, you're very lucky. The page might disappear any moment. Click the link in the description and comments to know this secret before it's deleted forever. Now is the time. Not later, not when you feel ready, not when things make sense. Now, this is your season. This is your calling. This is your moment. Do not shrink back. Do not apologize for the anointing I placed on you. Do not water down your purpose to fit into rooms I never called you to. You are not meant to fit in. You are meant to shine. You are not meant to blend in. You are meant to lead. You are not meant to hide. You are meant to carry my glory in places where darkness thought it had won. The future I saw for you is still available. And now, you have been given the choice to step into it fully, with open hands and a trusting heart. Do not let fear steal this moment. Do not let the weight of yesterday rob you of what I am releasing today. Your obedience is unlocking miracles. Your faith is parting seas. Your praise is shaking walls. Your prayer is pulling heaven to earth. You are closer than you think, stronger than you feel, and more loved than you know. I am still the God who parts the Red Sea. I am still the God who brings water from a rock. I am still the God who shuts the mouths of lions and brings dead things back to life, and I am your God. I am your shelter, your strength, your healer, your provider, your defender, your peace, your promise. Hold on to me. Stay close to my word. Keep your eyes on what I have spoken. Because what is coming is worth everything you've endured. Comment 333 right now if you are still holding on, even with trembling hands. The reason the pressure has intensified is because the promise is near. The enemy would not be fighting this hard if there was nothing valuable ahead. You may think this is just another hard season, but in the spirit, this is a final push before the breakthrough. The reason I cried is because I saw how weary you became just before the harvest. I saw how you questioned if the waiting was worth it, how you almost chose comfort over calling, how you nearly closed your heart to protect it from disappointment. I wept not because you failed me, but because I love you too deeply to let you settle for a life smaller than the one I created for you. The pain you are feeling is real. I will never deny that. But it is not permanent. You have walked through deep waters, and I have walked every step with you. You have endured rejection, betrayal, loss, and heartbreak that others cannot see. But I have seen all of it. Nothing has been wasted. Nothing you have walked through will be meaningless. I am taking every broken piece, every tear-soaked prayer, every silent cry, and I am forming something holy out of it. The pain was not in vain. The silence was not empty. You have been in preparation for something more powerful than your mind can imagine. There is a release coming. Not just of things, but of clarity, of healing, of identity. I am reminding you of who you are in me. You are not the names they called you. You are not the result of what they did to you. You are not the sum of your mistakes. You are my beloved. You are my chosen. You are the one I have called, marked, sealed, and appointed. You are the one I am raising up for such a time as this, and I need you to see it now. Because what is coming requires the version of you that believes what I've said over what you feel. You may not understand the path, but trust the hand that is leading you. You may not see what I am doing yet, but know that nothing is standing still in the Spirit. I am rearranging, restoring, reviving. I am fighting for you in places you cannot see. I am speaking your name in rooms you have not entered yet. I am preparing hearts to favor you, doors to open for you, and blessings to overtake you. You are walking into a time where the prayers you whispered in pain will return to you in praise. The enemy wanted you to give up because he knew your surrender to me would destroy his plans. He sent distraction after distraction, hoping you would detour from the path I designed. But you are still here, still listening, still hoping, still trusting. That alone is a victory. You have no idea the power of your persistence. Every step forward has shattered chains. Every act of obedience has pushed darkness back. Every time you chose me over your feelings, heaven rejoiced. This is what I saw in your future. I saw you rising when everything tried to bury you. I saw you worshiping when nothing made sense. I saw you choosing truth over fear, purpose over comfort, and love over bitterness. And that's when I cried, because you didn't know what I knew. You didn't see what I saw. You didn't realize that even your smallest act of faith was shaking foundations in the Spirit. There is something I need you to hear deep in your heart. You were not created to survive this world. You were created to transform it. There is power in you because I dwell in you. You carry my Spirit. You carry my name. You carry my authority. You do not walk this earth as someone searching for worth. You walk as someone already crowned with it. I called you worthy when I formed you. I called you chosen when I breathed life into you. I called you mine before anyone else ever gave you a name. You have not seen the end of my goodness. What is coming will redeem every scar. I will show you why the pain had purpose. I will bring beauty from every place of ashes. I will restore the years you thought were wasted. And I will do it in such a way that you will fall to your knees in awe, not of what you did, but of what I did through you. Because your story is not about perfection, but about persistence. Not about strength, but about surrender. You were never meant to do this alone. Why is the government hiding this 7-second brain ritual from the public? A leaked CIA document just exposed a brain technique so powerful, it's helping people cancel debt and call in wealth within days. Validated by 4 top neuroscience labs, this method is changing everything. But this secret won't stay online long. Click the link in description and comments now to access it before it's permanently deleted. Stay with me. Do not look at what you lost. Look at what I am bringing. Do not rehearse what hurt you. Remember who healed you. Do not chase what walked away. Embrace what I have kept for you. My child, what is coming is not just for your comfort. It's for my glory. The elevation you are about to walk into is not just a blessing, it's a testimony of grace, of mercy, of divine timing, of relentless love that never lets you go. Your heart needs to remember this truth. I am not done with you, not even close. The future I saw for you is filled with songs of joy and shouts of deliverance. It is filled with restored relationships, renewed strength, and overflowing peace. I will take the very things that tried to break you and use them to build you. I will take the enemy's weapons and turn them into your testimony. I will take the wilderness and make it your training ground. Nothing is wasted in my hands. You have been crying for answers, but I am giving you something greater. I am giving you revelation, the kind that doesn't just inform, but transforms. The kind that shifts how you see yourself, how you speak to your future, and how you stand in faith. I am awakening your soul to recognize the weight of what I've placed inside you. You are not small. You are not forgotten. You are not overlooked. You are my child, my beloved, my delight. I rejoice over you with singing. Everything changes now, not because of anything around you, but because of everything happening within you. Your faith is rising, your vision is clearing, your heart is softening, your hope is returning. This is not the end. This is not your last chapter. This is your comeback. This is the moment heaven has waited for. This is where the story shifts. Because you dared to believe again, I am moving again. Because you chose to stay, I am stepping in. You have waited long enough. You have been faithful in the quiet. You have stayed planted, even when no one watered you. You have kept praying even when your voice trembled and your heart felt heavy. You have chosen love over bitterness, grace over revenge, worship over worry. And now, heaven is responding to your faith. What you thought was ignored was actually incubated in my timing. What you thought was denied was simply delayed until your spirit was strong enough to carry what I am about to place in your hands. Comment 555 if your heart feels the weight of this shift. There are seasons where I remain silent not because I am far, but because I am closer than ever, watching you grow roots that cannot be shaken. There were moments when you didn't feel me, and yet I was holding every piece of you. The silence wasn't absence, it was preparation. I was preparing your name to be mentioned in places you haven't entered yet. I was preparing provision to locate you before the need even arose. I was preparing the hearts of those you would help, the people who would find me through your story. You often look at yourself through the lens of your pain, but I see you through the lens of my promise. I don't call you by your struggle, I call you by your destiny. I don't define you by what you've been through, I define you by what I placed in you. The fire you endured didn't burn you, it refined you. The pit you were thrown into didn't bury you, it positioned you. The storm you survived wasn't meant to take you out, it brought you to me in a deeper way. You came out of every attack stronger than when you went in, because I was with you in every flame, in every fall, in every fight. You think the delay means denial, but my child, the delay was divine. It protected you from things you prayed for but were not yet ready to receive. It saved you from walking into rooms where your heart would have been broken all over again. I did not withhold because I was angry. I withheld because I was loving you in a way you didn't yet understand. What is coming to you now is wrapped in my wisdom. It will not crush you. It will not confuse you. It will complete something in you that has been waiting for this moment since the beginning. Your future is not random. It is not at the mercy of people, places, or opinions. It is written by my hand, sealed by my spirit, and covered by the blood of my Son. You are not at the end of your strength, you are at the beginning of my outpouring. There is fresh oil coming, not just to heal your wounds, but to anoint your hands for the work I have set before you. You will not just recover, you will rebuild, you will restore, you will rise. And you will do it with joy, because I am replacing sorrow with laughter, mourning with dancing, ashes with beauty. The enemy hoped the last storm would finish you, but what he didn't know is that I was using that very storm to deliver you into a new level of glory. The very attack that tried to end you is the ground I will use to bless you. The place where you were broken will become the place where my power shines through. The testimony that is forming in your life right now will be the very thing that sets others free. Nothing was wasted. Not a single cry, not a single night, not a single heartbreak. I am redeeming it all. Can 7 seconds really change your bank account overnight? A CIA-funded study just leaked, revealing a brain ritual that's flipping lives from broke to blessed. 4 neuroscience labs confirm it activates powerful wealth attraction brainwaves. People are now stepping into dream homes and luxury lifestyles. But this breakthrough won't stay online for long. Click the link in the description and comments now before it's deleted forever. What you need to understand is this: there is more for you than against you. You are not outnumbered. You are not unarmed. You have angels standing guard. You have my spirit within you. You have my favor surrounding you like a shield. No weapon formed against you will prosper, not because you are strong on your own, but because I have already declared victory over your life. You are walking through this not to be defeated, but to be developed. What I am doing in you is building something that no storm can shake. Your future is worth fighting for. That's why the battle has been so intense. That's why your mind has been under attack. That's why your heart has felt heavy. But I am lifting that weight now. I am placing peace where anxiety lived. I am placing joy where sadness lingered. I am placing clarity where confusion once settled. This is your moment of release. This is where you exhale. This is where you rest, not because the world has changed, but because you finally realize, I have never stopped holding you. The power that raised Jesus from the grave is the same power that lives in you. That power is not a distant memory. It is a present reality. It is alive in your words, your prayers, your worship, your yes. Every time you choose me, that power moves. Every time you speak my truth, that power shakes the enemy's camp. Every time you lift your hands in surrender, I lift you higher. You don't have to climb your way to victory, it's already been secured. You only need to believe and walk in it. There is something holy happening around you even now. You may not see it, but you can feel it. That's not imagination, that's my presence. You are in the middle of something sacred. I am rewiring your thoughts. I am reigniting your passion. I am renewing your strength. I am restoring your hope. You are about to walk into blessings that don't make sense, favor that cannot be explained, opportunities that come out of nowhere. That is me. That is my hand on your life. That is what I saw when I cried. You have held on longer than you thought you could. You have prayed more than you ever have before. You have fought with everything you had. And now, I am stepping in to fight for you. Stand still and watch what I will do. This is your divine turnaround. This is where the years of loss are returned in moments of gain. This is where your brokenness becomes beauty and your waiting becomes testimony. You don't even realize how many of your steps were protected by my hand. The places you wanted to go but couldn't were places that would have broken you. The doors that stayed shut were not rejection, but my mercy shielding you. I let you feel the weight of waiting, not because I wanted to punish you, but because I was strengthening your spirit to carry something heavier than blessing glory. What is coming to you is not ordinary. It's not temporary. It's eternal. I am giving you something that cannot be stolen by people, nor stopped by the enemy. Comment 1212 if you still believe God's plan is greater than what your eyes can see. I want you to understand something very deep right now. Your name has been spoken in the presence of angels. You are not unseen in heaven. Every time you lifted your voice to me in the middle of the storm, heaven recorded it. Every time you chose forgiveness when hate felt easier, you moved my heart. Every silent battle you faced that no one knew about, I knew. I was the one who carried you through it. I am the reason your heart still beats with hope, even when everything else felt hopeless. The crushing you felt was never to destroy you. It was to press out the pure oil I placed within you. That anointing that is coming out of your life now did not come easy, but it is priceless. The weight you carry in your prayers, your presence, your words, it was birthed through fire. Others may not understand what you've been through, but I know every detail. I saw you fight battles and still show kindness. I saw you lose things that mattered and still choose to trust me. You never needed to be perfect to receive my love. You just needed to keep coming back to me, and you did. And for that, I am honoring you now. There is a crown on your life that cannot be removed. Not by failure, not by delay, not by shame, not by any voice that told you otherwise. My child, you are royalty in my kingdom. You may feel small, but your prayers are powerful. You may feel forgotten, but I have carved your name on the palm of my hand. You may feel like nothing around you is moving, but I am doing more in this moment than you could ever imagine. The reason you've been under such pressure lately is because I am expanding your capacity. You asked me to use you, and I said yes, but first, I had to prepare you. I had to remove the things that couldn't come with you. I had to stretch your heart to hold more of me. I had to let some people leave, not because they were evil, but because they couldn't go where I am taking you. What's coming next requires a purified heart, a sound mind, and a willing spirit, and you are ready now. Don't worry about the ones who didn't understand you. I will send people who will recognize the anointing you carry. I will place you before those who will pour into you the way you have poured into others. I will surround you with those who don't just take from your spirit, but who water it, honor it, and grow with it. I will bring restoration to your relationships, peace to your home, and rest to your soul. You don't have to chase anything. I will bring it to you in due season. Could this 7-second CIA brainwave trick be your fastest ticket to luxury? Recently leaked research shows a simple brain ritual that's allowing people to attract wealth effortlessly. Proven by 4 neuroscience labs, this technique is transforming debt into abundance instantly. Homes, cars, and vacations are just the beginning. If you're seeing this now, you're very lucky. The page might disappear any moment. Click the link in the description and comments to know this secret before it's deleted forever. You don't have to beg for what is already written in your story. The blessings that are assigned to your name cannot be redirected to someone else. What I have set apart for you will find you. You don't have to manipulate it, force it, or prove yourself to anyone. Just remain in me. Keep your eyes on me. Stay soft, stay humble, Stay in faith. And watch how I perform every word I spoke over your life. You thought it was over, but it's just beginning. You thought I was done, but I've barely started. You thought you were forgotten, but you're being called forward. This is your hour of divine alignment. This is your moment to rise. The same spirit that raised my son from the dead is alive in you, and that power is waking up everything that was sleeping inside your soul. Your dreams, your purpose, your calling, they are all coming alive again. The things you thought were broken beyond repair are the very things I am rebuilding for my glory. The places that felt ruined are being restored. What was empty will be filled. What was silent will sing again. What was weak will rise in strength. You will stand in the very places you once wept and laugh with joy. You will hold in your hands the very prayers you once whispered in the dark. You will look back and realize that I was faithful every step of the way. You are not late. You are not behind. You are not cursed. You are not unloved. You are right where you need to be, in the middle of my mercy, surrounded by grace, and walking directly into favor. I am not blessing you because you earned it. I am blessing you because you are mine. My love for you has no conditions. My mercy for you has no limits. My promises for you are not changed by your mistakes. I am the same yesterday, today, and forever, and I am for you. You are stepping into days of divine surprise. Expect doors to open with no explanation. Expect answers to come without warning. Expect joy to rise suddenly, peace to settle deeply, and healing to pour out completely. Expect the unexpected, because I am doing what no one else can do. I am redeeming time, restoring joy, reviving dreams, and revealing my glory through your life. The battle is already shifting. The chains are already breaking. The tide is already turning. What I am doing in your life will be undeniable. You won't have to convince anyone. You won't have to explain yourself. My hand on your life will speak louder than anything else. Stay in the posture of surrender, because surrender is what gives me room to move. You are entering a season where your yes will unlock miracles, your worship will shatter strongholds, and your obedience will release overflow. This is not just for you. This is for your children, for your legacy, for the people I've called you to reach. You are carrying breakthrough in your very life, and everywhere you go, something will change. Light will push back darkness, peace will silence fear, and my presence will rest upon you in a way that draws others to me. You have survived what should have crushed you. You endured what could have hardened your heart, but instead, you stayed tender. That was not your strength, it was mine flowing through you. I gave you endurance when you had nothing left. I gave you peace when your thoughts tried to betray you. I gave you breath when you felt like you couldn't breathe. You thought you were barely holding on, but in truth, I was holding you. Comment 777 if you're still trusting in God's timing and protection. Every cry from your spirit reached me. Every whispered plea for help was heard in my throne room. I recorded your tears as seeds of faith, and now the time has come for a harvest you cannot contain. I am not just giving you recovery, I am giving you reward. What you lost will return, not in the same form, but in a better one. I will multiply what was taken. I will heal what was broken. I will restore what was abandoned. And I will do it in such a way that you will know it could only have been me. When you were down to nothing, I was preparing everything. You could not see it, but behind the scenes, I was aligning moments, people, and answers that would come rushing in the moment your heart was ready. You see, I do not rush my glory. I wait until you can carry it with purity, until your character can hold what your calling demands. That's what the pain was for. That's what the delay shaped in you. You have been made stronger in silence, and now you will be raised in power. You've been praying for a sign, but I am not just sending a sign, I am sending a shift. Things are about to move quickly. Doors will open that have been locked for years. Conversations will begin that change your path. Connections will come without striving. You will feel me near, not as a distant comfort, but as a constant force lifting you from within. You have entered into a divine acceleration. What should have taken years will take months. What felt impossible will become your reality. You thought I was silent, but I was speaking to your spirit. You thought I was distant, but I was preparing a place for you. I have been shaping your steps for the stage I've already prepared. I didn't forget what I promised. I didn't forget your prayers. I didn't forget your faithfulness when no one else saw it. Now, I will honor it. I will reward it. I will magnify my name through your story. What's the buzz behind the 7-second brain trick making headlines? A recently leaked CIA brain ritual is turning heads and bank balances. Backed by 4 neuroscience labs, this simple home method is turning money blocks into unstoppable wealth flow. Homes, cars, and cash are flooding in. But this secret won't stay online long. Click the description and comments now to access it before it's permanently deleted. You are about to step into rooms that don't match your resume but match your calling. You will walk into spaces you thought were reserved for others, but I reserved them for you. You won't have to prove yourself because my favor will go before you and speak on your behalf. You won't have to chase validation because my hand will make it clear you were sent. This is not about recognition, it's about revelation. I am revealing who you are in me, and when you walk in that truth, everything else will align. You have been tested, and now you will be trusted with more. You passed through fire and did not lose your identity. You were struck but not destroyed. You were pressed but not crushed. You were shaken but not forsaken. And now, I will raise you up not as someone trying to be strong, but as someone who has learned where their strength truly comes from. Let me remind you again, I am still the God who turns graves into gardens. I am still the one who splits seas, makes blind eyes see, and raises the dead, and I am your God. That means nothing is impossible for you. That means what you're facing is not the end. That means what looks like the worst chapter of your life will become the most powerful testimony of, my goodness, you are not disqualified. You are not forgotten. You are not too late. You are perfectly placed for what I am about to do. When I cried over your future, it was because I saw how the enemy tried to make you believe that you were alone, that no one cared, that I had walked away. But those were lies, and I am tearing them down now. I never left you. I never stopped loving you. I never stopped working, and I never will. I am the same God who called you, and I will be the same God who finishes what I started in you. What you carry is bigger than you know. The light inside you cannot be dimmed by darkness. You were made to shine. You were created to bring hope. You were destined to carry healing. Your words matter. Your prayers shake heaven. Your worship opens up atmospheres. Your faith unlocks miracles, and your life will bring others back to me. This is not just about you. It never was. It's about every life you'll touch through the pain you survived. There is legacy in you. There is purpose on you. There is power rising from you. Don't stop now. Don't give up when you're this close. Don't turn back when what you've prayed for is standing just ahead. I am bringing it together even now. You may not see it yet, but you will feel the shift. You'll know it when peace floods your heart in the middle of a storm. You'll recognize it when favor follows you in places you never expected. You'll understand it when the very thing you thought you lost forever suddenly returns better than before. This is the divine reversal, the turning of the tide, the rewriting of your story, the moment when everything changes, not because of effort, but because of surrender. You gave me your pain, and now I give you purpose. You gave me your tears, and now I give you beauty. You gave me your doubt, and now I give you clarity. You gave me your fear, and now I give you courage. Let these words settle in your soul. What's ahead is holy. It is covered in my fingerprints. It is wrapped in my goodness. It is soaked in my mercy. And it is coming. Stay with me. Do not run. Do not hide. Do not retreat. Stand still and know that I am God. Let me fight for you. Let me open the doors. Let me show you what I wept over. It was never about pain. It was always about love. This is what the enemy didn't expect, that you would still be here, listening, ready, soft enough to receive, strong enough to rise. You don't need to be perfect. You don't need to have all the answers. You only need to keep your heart open to me, because it's not your perfection that draws my presence. It's your surrender. And you, beloved, have surrendered when it cost you everything. Comment 999 if you've ever felt like giving up, but you still chose to trust him. What you're feeling now is not emptiness, it's space I've cleared to pour in something new. I removed what could not stay so I could make room for what must come. I am not a God of confusion. I never take without the intention to give greater. I never allow a door to close unless a better one has already been prepared. Your hands may feel empty, but I'm filling them with something more beautiful, more lasting, more divine than what you once held. I cried when I saw your future, because I saw you nearly choosing safety over destiny. I saw how fear whispered that you were too late, too broken, too flawed. But I also saw your spirit push back and say, "Still, I will trust him." I saw angels stand in awe as you chose faith over fear once again. I saw you walk into a room meant to break you and leave carrying wisdom, grace, and fire that no one could take from you. The future I saw wasn't perfect, but it was holy. It was drenched in grace. And it was built on your obedience, one yes at a time. You didn't know that your yes was breaking generational curses. You didn't know that your faithfulness was opening doors for people you'll never even meet. You didn't know that your prayers in the dark were birthing freedom in places the enemy ruled for too long. That's why I cried. Because your life is carrying more weight in the spirit than you've ever realized. You thought you were surviving. I saw you pioneering. What if just 7 seconds could flip your entire financial life? A shocking CIA leak has revealed a powerful brain ritual that's helping ordinary people wipe out debt and attract wealth beyond imagination. Backed by 4 cutting-edge neuroscience labs, this at-home breakthrough is turning everyday lives into dreams, luxury cars, beautiful homes, endless vacations. But this secret may vanish soon. Click the link in the description and comments now before it's deleted forever. There is a light inside of you that cannot be put out. The darkness tried, life tried, people tried, but it did not work. Because what I put in you cannot be touched by man. Your value is not in what you lost. Your purpose is not in what left. Your identity is not in what others couldn't see. I have always seen you clearly. I have always known who you are. You are not invisible to me. You are chosen, and I don't make mistakes. You have walked through fire, but the fire will not define you. You have been in the wilderness, but you are not lost. You have been stretched, crushed, and poured out, but only so I could increase the oil. What comes next is not a small return, it's a holy overflow. You are not stepping into a simple blessing. You are stepping into fulfillment, a completion of what was spoken over you before you were born. I keep every promise. Not one of my words will fall to the ground. And my word over your life is still alive. There are seasons where I allowed the soil around you to feel dry, not to harm you, but to drive your roots deeper into me. You needed to know where your true strength comes from. Not from people, not from platforms, not from performance, from me alone. And now that you've learned that, now that your roots are steady in truth, I can grow you without limits. I can raise you up without fear of you falling, because you finally know where home is. And it's not in the approval of others, it's in my presence. This is not the end of your story. This is not the last chapter. This is not the final word. You are entering into a new beginning, and everything is about to change. What looked like loss was actually preparation. What felt like failure was actually refining. What seemed like silence was actually me drawing you closer, deeper, safer into the shelter of my wings. You have wondered why things took so long, but I was never in a rush. I was preparing you not just for what you wanted, but for what you were created to carry. If I had given it to you too soon, it would have crushed you, but now it will complete you. Now you are ready, not because you feel it, but because I've said it. And when I speak, creation responds. Doors open, mountains move, chains break, lives are transformed. There is no part of your story I cannot redeem. There is no pain I cannot heal. There is no peace too shattered that I cannot gather it and breathe life again. I am the God who makes all things new. And I'm doing that now, in you, around you, through you. The change you've been praying for is already here. It is unfolding even as you read these words. Heaven has shifted, and you are walking into answered prayers that took years to form. You may not recognize the road, but trust the one who paved it. I go before you. I make crooked paths straight. I make rivers in dry places. I make a way where there was no way. I didn't bring you this far to leave you now. I didn't call you only to forget you. I didn't allow the crushing without preparing the rising. And now you will rise not by your strength, but by my spirit. Let every lie be silenced now. You are not alone. You are not forgotten. You are not failing. You are not falling apart. You are being remade, rebuilt, restored, reawakened. You are becoming all that I've spoken. This is not a breakdown. This is a breakthrough. This is the moment the heavens release what has been held back, not because you were unworthy, but because the time wasn't right. Now it is. Now the heavens say yes. Now the season shifts. Now the promise breathes. Now the tears turn to joy. Now the door opens wide. Now the child becomes the vessel. Now the waiting ends and the walking begins.